We're going to start with number 3.
10.
Number 3.
Number 3.
We're going to start with number 3. And what kind of a figure is this?
That's a trapezoid.
Okay, so the formula for a trapezoid is A equal what?
0.5.
0.5, which is half, right?
Parentheses.
Parentheses.
Base 1 plus base 2. And then parentheses. Height.
And height. Okay. Now, the first thing you need to look at is that the part in parentheses is going to have to be the first part that you work out, right? So the part in parentheses, which is this right here, is going to be the parallel lines, the parallel sides of this figure, okay? So I am going to add 6.3 right above right here, 6.3 plus 3.6. And when you're adding, the decimal comes straight down, right? Then you add. So then it'll be 0.5, A equal 0.5 times 9.9 times the height, which is 4. Okay, what do I do next?
You multiply 9.9 times.
Okay, so 9.9 times 0.5. 45, carry 4. 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. And there are 2 numbers behind the decimal, so I have to put 2 numbers behind the decimal in the product. So this is now 4.95 times 4. So now I multiply by 4. I've just put it right there. 4 times 5, 20, carry 2. 36 plus 2, 38, carry 3, 16, 17, 18, 19. There are 2 numbers behind the decimal, so I go 1, 2, and this is your area. Put the unit m to the second power. And that is how you find it. Okay, so that is how you do the trapezoid. Any questions on the trapezoid? No? All right, let's go to the number 4. Number 4 is a triangle. Okay? Now, what is the formula for area of a triangle?
A equals 0.5.
Base times height. Okay, so 0.5 times, because any number next to a variable means multiply. The base is 18.4 times the height, which is 12. Okay, what's my first step?
Multiply by
18.4 times
12.
half. First this part, from left to right. Okay? 5 times 4, 20. 5 times 8, 40 plus 2, 42. 5 times 1, 5 plus 4, 9. How many numbers behind the decimal?
2.
1, 2, 1, 2. So now 9.2 times 12. That's 4, 18, 2, 9, and add. There's only 1 number behind the decimal, so only 1 number in the product behind the decimal. This is area equal, and the unit is centimeters. And that's what your quiz today is going to have. It's just going to be trapezoids, triangles, and parallelograms. Yes. What was that? You were supposed to round to the 10th place, which means that the answer should have 1 digit behind the decimal unless it's a whole number. What was that? Nothing? Okay. You said which one?
11.
Number,
11.
okay.
11.
Let's look at number 11. Now, look at the instructions first. It says draw and label each figure and then find the area. Okay? Okay, so what they wanted you to do was to create your own triangle, your own right triangle. What does a right triangle mean?
The one has the right angle.
Has a right angle. Okay, so I'm going to make a right angle triangle right here like that.
Doesn't have to be perfect, right?
Doesn't have to be perfect, just has to have a 90-degree angle. Okay, and it does say that the base has to be greater than 10. So give me a number greater than 10.
20. 11. 12. 15.
Now, be careful. Pick numbers that will be easy for you to multiply and divide. 11, 20 would be better, I think.
11.
Okay.
11's hard. Whoa.
Now, also, you need to select a height. So pay attention to what it says here. And after you find the area, which you're going to use 1/2 base times height, that's the formula in the mathematics chart, that your answer has to be greater than 75. So don't pick small numbers, okay? But also don't pick them so huge that it requires a lot of work. Pick something easy and that you think might work to make it bigger than 75 square meters.
76.
100.
76 is kind of hard to do mentally, so try to get something easy to work out mentally.
80.
Okay, let's pick 80 just to get like a multiple of 10. What was that?
100.
A what?
100.
100, okay. A equal, hold on, 0.5 times base 80, okay. Now, I can work it out like this, 20 times 0.5.
But you can use
Or we can think like this means half of 20, which that means you can do it mentally and say, oh, well, half of 20 is 10, right? So then this would be 10, which is this, 10. See the decimal, Andres? So that would be 10. And then times 80. And 10 times 80 is?
800.
800. And it has to be in meters, so 800 square meters. Is that larger than 75?
Yes.
Yes, it is. And because they just gave us that and they didn't give us these numbers, then we could have all had a different answer, and that's okay. We just had to match what it said, that it has to be greater than 10 on the base, and that the answer had to be greater than 75.
Can you do number 8?
Okay? Okay, so last one, number 8. Now, what kind of a figure is that?
Trapezoid.
Okay, what's the formula?
Area equals 0.5
Half.
parentheses
Mhm.
base 1 plus base 2 parentheses height.
Okay. Do I have a number to substitute in the place of A? Of area?
23,000.
Okay, 23,000. Equal half base 1 plus base 2. That is your parallel lines right here. And the operation that we have to use is plus. So what's 125 plus 275? 125, 275, add it, and you're going to get 400. Okay? What is half of 400?
200.
Very good. You see how much easier that was? Equal 23,000. Now this is your one-step equation. Remember that when back about 2 months ago? How do I solve it? How do I work this part out?
You divide it by 23.
Very good. Not by 23.
23,000.
By the 200, the number in front of the variable. Because that way I can cross it out and leave the h, the height, by itself. So I do the same thing over here. Okay, now I can cross these out, divide by 10, divide by 10. 230 divided by 2?
220 divided by 2. 160.
Let's see, 230 divided by 2 goes in one time.
170.
Bring down the 3. goes in one time,
175, 160.
bring down